Hello everyone. In this video we will study about the topic designing a questionnaire. This is the first unit of the module 4 data handling. So first of all let us see what is a questionnaire. A questionnaire is a set of questions that you ask to a lot of people. Now why do you want to ask so many questions to a lot of people? This is actually done in order to collect data when this data is not already available. You can also say that a questionnaire is used to collect different opinions and attitude of different people. Now look at this question. What do you think about your school? Now to know the answer of this question, you need to ask about the students or the teachers or the admin who are working in this particular school. So you need to ask different questions to these people to get the correct opinion of the school. So, this is where we use a questionnaire. Now, before designing a questionnaire, you need to ask these two questions. Why are you collecting the data? And what is it that you are trying to find out? So, the first question is why are you collecting the data? What is the proper reason behind collecting the data? Why do you need this data? And the next question is what is it that you are trying to find out? Are you trying to find out a particular answer that you want? That is what is meant by the second question. Now look at these three hypotheses. ICT is more popular than science. This is a hypothesis and you are not aware of the actual answer. So to get the proper answer for this question, you have to prepare a questionnaire and give it to the students who learn both ICT and science, or you can even give it to the teachers who are teaching the subjects. And then, when you get the answers from these people, you can conclude the answer for this question. Look at the next hypothesis. Grade 11 does more homework than grade 6. So again, you need to prepare a questionnaire and give it to grade 11 and grade 6 students and then get their opinions. Look at the next hypothesis. That is, a netball is more popular than basketball. In this case also, you need to ask this question to many people who are actually the players, and you can also ask the people who watch this game, and you can get opinions from different type of people and then conclude about this topic, which one is more popular, is it netball or basketball. So I hope you understood what is a questionnaire and how or before designing the questionnaire, what all points you need to keep in your mind. Now, while designing the questionnaire, you need to keep all these questions in your mind. That is, what questions you should ask. So now you know what is the purpose of the questionnaire. So now you need to know what all questions you have to ask in order to get the proper data. The next point is how to ask effective questions. The question that you frame should be very much clear and it should be very effective. So how to ask effective question is also another thing that you really need to work on while designing a questionnaire. The next point is how to design the layout to make it easy to fill. When you are giving handouts on a paper or the questionnaires on a paper, you should make sure that the design and the layout of the questionnaire looks very simple and is very easy to fill in. For example, you can give multiple choice questions in which you can just put the tick marks, you can give fill in the blanks where you need to fill in the blank spaces, etc. Let's take an example. We are taking an example of a questionnaire about fashion and finding out if girls are more interested than boys. So now we have to think what all questions should we ask? Now you can ask one question, that is, explain how important fashion is to you. That is one way you can ask a question. Another way is, how important is fashion to you? Choose. And you give three options, that is important, no opinion, not important. Now, from here, you might have understood these are the two ways in which you can ask the same question. For the first way, you can see that the person who is giving the reply will have to write a proper sentence to give the answer. But in the second case, the person can just tick mark from the given choices. So, this is how you are having two types of question. The first case, where you need to write the answer, it is called as open question. And in the second case, where you have proper options and you can choose only from these options, it is called as closed questions. I hope you understood the difference between open question and closed question. Open question doesn't have any options from which you can choose. You can give your answer openly in your point of view. But in the second case, or in case of closed question, you have to go with the choices given, and then you just need to tick which one is your opinion. And you also have to keep this point in mind, that is, the question must be very clear. Look at the example. How much you spend on clothes? That is one way you can ask a question. And the other way is, how much you spend on clothes each month? So here it is specified that each month how much do you spend? In the other case, it's a general question, how much do you spend? So for the person answering this question, it is very difficult for them to come up with an answer. How much do you spend? But then if you are specifying the question as how much do you spend on clothes each month, he can have a more precise answer. So you should go with the second option. You should also be very careful in asking the question where you should not ask leading questions. That is, Gucci are the best designer. Do you agree? Here we are uh, taking a name of a brand, and then you are asking, and we are saying that it is the best, and then we are asking, do you agree or no? But in the next option, we are asking, who is your favorite designer? So the person answering has the full freedom to give his own choice. So it's always better not to ask leading question. I hope you understood what is leading question. Leading question means we are giving our point of view and then we are just asking, do you agree or not? So that is a type of leading question, and it is actually not good to ask leading question. Now the last step is, how should the questionnaire look on a page? After designing and planning planning about what all things you will be asking and how you will be asking, will it be open question or closed question, you need to now think about how it should be put on a page, how it should look like. So the points that you need to remember are, the first one is, you need to put the questions in a logical order. That is, if you are asking a name, the gender, your address, then you are going into the details of your topic. You should put the questions related to the name, gender, all at the top, and later on the questions related to the topic. So, this is how the questions are to be put in logical order. The next is, allow enough space for people to put in their answers. You should give proper space in order to, for the people to give their answer. If it is an open question, you should give proper space so that they have the space to complete their answer. Then you should put a proper title. From the title you should uh, um, make them understand what is this questionnaire about. For example, if we take about the fashion questionnaire that we discussed earlier, it should be written as fashion survey or something related to that topic, so that a person, when they have a look on the questionnaire at the first glance, they come to know what is this questionnaire about. Then last, you should give a clear instruction about how to fill it. That is, maybe there is a certain rule that you should follow while filling in the questionnaire. Maybe you should specify which type of color pen you should use, maybe black or blue, or should you fill it in capital letters or small letters, etc. So, a clear instruction should be given. Now, once you're done designing, you can then use any software like Microsoft Word or Publisher to create your questionnaire. Now, here I will show you one simple questionnaire so that you get an idea about what actually a questionnaire is. So, this is a questionnaire about health and wellness survey questionnaire. So, here the questions are given. You can see the first three questions are closed questions where the choices are given, and the next section, the first question is again closed question, but then the later on the questions, you can see these are open questions where the person can give their opinion, and it's like a mixture of both open and closed questions. So this is how a questionnaire will look like. I hope you understood the topic. This is from 4.1, designing a questionnaire. So I hope everybody understood it. Thank you and have a nice day.